Hey, what's going on, my friends? How are you? Hiker Dave and E here. I am very under the weather lately. It's kind of why I haven't been really uploading anything, but I'm fighting it, and I figure I'm just gonna kind of forcing myself to get out. I'm here at a park that I frequented a lot. This area here is kind of where the ground zero for the basis of my theory of travel corridors and stuff like that. And I want to something simple today. I'm just going to walk the access road that goes through the park. And I'm just looking for some new stuff. And I'm going to take you guys with me too. And we'll see what we see along the side of the road. I want to see if I see anything fresh and whatnots. Before I do, I want to talk about a couple things. One being videos and photos on YouTube or the internet of Sasquatch, and the other being my belief on that. I don't think in my lifetime it's ever going to come out that Sasquatch is a living, breathing species, and I'll get into a couple of reasons why. But first, with the the first thing, the videos and photos on YouTube or just social media or on the internet, I'm getting really callous to them, or starting to roll my eyes at a lot of stuff. I'm starting to just wonder what people are doing, what people are thinking on some of these things. I'm very suspicious of short video clips where it's a 3 or 4 second clip of a supposed Sasquatch coming in or out of the woods or between a couple of trees. I always get suspicious of that, because where is the lead up to the video? Where's the rest of the video when it's just a quick little slice of a video? For instance, okay, this is a perfect example. Bigfoot Tony just did something. I love Bigfoot Tony's channel. Keep doing what you're doing. A clip of this Sasquatch walking through the snow. Now, after I saw Bigfoot Tony's breakdown of this ridiculous video where the Sasquatch ends up playing basketball with the guy, really stupid that it's even out there. Okay, if it's a joke and the guy's just kidding, then so be it. But then I saw the clip on another channel, and I'm not even going to say the name of it and give credit to this certain channel, but that channel was like, oh, Bigfoot. It was put out as a short, small clip of Sasquatch walking through the snow and like behind a tree. And that was it. And it was, come on. That is so stupid to put something out there like that. And then when I saw Bigfoot Tony do it first, and I thought it was just the funniest thing. And I thought it was great, and no problem. I thought it was a complete joke. But later in the day, this other channel put this clip out like it was a legitimate short video clip of Sasquatch. And I'm really getting really, really sick. I'm starting to almost not even look at some of these videos. What is real, what's not real, who's messing around, who's not, who's serious. It's just, I didn't realize how much of a joke that this is becoming. It really is becoming an issue. I think it is already an issue, and I'm just late to the game realizing it. And it drives me crazy. Why would you just show 4 seconds of a clip? Show me what led up to it and what happened after it. And so when I see a 3 second little small clip, it's suspect to me and out the window. I don't care how legitimate it looks. Something's wrong when you can't show a minute before the sighting and a minute after. So make the video 2 minutes and 4 seconds or something. I don't know. I get really frustrated at stuff like that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was about pictures, photos of Sasquatch. I'm not talking about screen grabs from a video that you can watch the whole video and it's like a screen grab from it, or a still shot from a video that you can go back and look at the video. A big thing to me is a photo. If you have the awareness, the situational awareness to be able to pull your phone out and snap a picture of a root ball, of a Sasquatch, and you just take a photo and say, hey, look what I got. Listen, I can go in the woods right now today, and I can get pictures of what looks just like a Bigfoot from a distance, zoom in a little bit, and snap one photo and say, geez, what do you think, guys? I can't stand that, because if you have that awareness to take a photo, pull your phone out, or whatever camera you have, and snap a photo, you have the ability to hit record and record a video. So, like I said, to repeat, I don't mean a screen capture picture from a video or anything like that. I'm talking about some pictures. For instance, the picture I saw on Todd Standing's channel. I'm going to get all kinds of comments about Todd Standing, but at this point, I don't feel well really right now. I've been sick for a few days. I really don't care. Someone's got a problem with me talking about Todd Standing. You can go pound sand. I don't really care too much. But the photo that he shows of this huge Sasquatch, it's just a picture. Why not get a video? And people are like, oh, that's a root ball of a tree that fell. My opinion, it's a huge root system of a tree that fell. And if I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong. I'm fine with being wrong. It happens all the time with me, so I don't care about it that much. But, it could just be a root ball. And even when I saw that photo, the first thing I thought to myself was, how was that just a photo? You couldn't just take video and walk around a little bit? And another thing, too, I think it's great when someone gets a photo of something. And I've also seen Todd Standing do this, which I think is awesome. You get a picture or a short. He had like a night vision type photo of this huge Sasquatch standing next to a tree with his back to Todd Standing. He later went back and stood there himself. Comparison, I'm not sure what to call it, but the person that took the picture should go back to that spot at another time or whatever, put himself in that spot, and say this is where it stood, and get that right perfect angle, right where you took the picture or the video from before. You can't just take a picture and just put it out there. And again, I'm not talking about a screen grab from a video, because then you can go and see the video. But get in that position to where you saw this, what you believe to be a Sasquatch or whatever, and get a comparison, and you stand there with that same angle and stuff, and then let the others that break down videos and stuff, then, kind of let them do a little analysis of it. And if you truly believe it was a Sasquatch, you shouldn't have any issue with that. It really grinds my gears. I got to tell you, it really bothers me. That one little snapshot picture of something where I so could do that. I could go out in the woods, find a good stump that looks like a Sasquatch from a distance, and back up and find a perfect spot and just snap a picture. That drives me nuts. Anyways, I think that was it for right now. I want to take you guys on down this access road, but I want to make sure I just covered everything really quick here. I did. All right, let's go for a hike, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Oh, I didn't touch on everything. I mentioned, I don't believe, I really don't think that Sasquatch will ever be recognized as a living, breathing, real-to-life species in my lifetime. There's too much going on, and too much that goes into it, I think, for the government or the powers that be that control the information, like a Bigfoot being real, is not going to let it happen. The logging industry, I was listening to Kerry from Bigfoot Odyssey, and I just was doing nothing but agreeing with him the whole time that it just can't happen. It can't. There's too much money involved, and then you've got these animal rights activists that will be all out in the forest all over the country saying, well, if Sasquatch is real and it was seen here and here and here and all over the country, they will stop the logging, shut it down until they figure out what are their numbers, what is their habitat in danger, is their food source in danger. There'll be a lot that goes into it, and then not to mention religion. I made a few videos last year about this very subject, about the implications of religion when it comes to Sasquatch. Is Sasquatch a missing link? Does it have human DNA? Is it part human, part Neanderthal? The questions. Science is going to get into it, and I don't believe. I'm almost 50 years old. I think in my lifetime, I don't think we're going to see it. And I also have questions on whether I want that. Do I want Sasquatch to be recognized as something wild out in the forest, and what is that going to do? What does that mean? And it makes me question my own agenda, I guess I'm going to say. Like, what am I trying to do by having a channel like this? What is it exactly? Who am I trying to convince? Am I more trying to convince people on the fence, people that completely don't believe in Sasquatch, that every one of us that have a platform on YouTube that talk about Bigfoot and cryptozoology in general, we're really putting ourselves out there as lunatics. So would I like to be able to say I told you so to a lot of people that think that that I'm a little loopy? Yes, I'd love to say, see, I told you so. But I think more or less, I don't think I'll ever get that chance. That's not why I have this channel, not to be able to say I told you so when it does come out that Sasquatch is real. But give it some thought about that. Then I talk often about the end game. What's the end game for the discovery of Bigfoot? What would you like to get out of it? Leave a comment and let me know. Do you think we should just leave them alone? I think that a lot. More often than I talk about that, I think maybe that they should just be left alone. And what I do on my channel is I don't go out looking to stumble upon a Bigfoot. That's not what I'm doing here. I basically am studying travel habits. That's really what I'm doing. I would like to learn how they travel, why and where, or where they travel and why, and things like that. And some of the communication between themselves, which I think a lot of these sticklings and sapling breaks and this sign that I call sign out in the forest, what they mean. I'd like to get to know. I want to know what that means. How elaborate is their communication system with each other? And what some of these things actually mean. They're not to us. I really don't think that these sign that I see out in the woods are for us to see. I believe that they're for each other to see. But let's go for a hike, guys. I'm going to take you down that access road. I'm going to show you some old stuff, some old breaks, and I want to see if I see some new things along this access road. So stick around. So I'm just kind of taking a walk down this road. I'm not quite feeling up to doing a huge hike today. Again, I'm feel like a bag of smashed potatoes at the moment. So I just wanted to kind of get out here and get out into the fresh air, and it actually is helping me kind of clear my sinuses a bit. But I just got that really stuffy head, heavy. My head feels like a bowling ball. But I do feel good that I'm out here. I'm glad. I couldn't take another day laying in bed sick. So I'm going to just kind of bring you guys along, and we're going to take a look here along the sides of this road. And there's some old things that I'll show you that I've seen in the past. And I'm just really looking for some fresh stuff. There's some older stuff here. This is some old sign that I consider sign. You get this this here that's kind of wedged up inside in this break. So just kind of moseying really and just checking things out. I'm kind of curious if they're back in this area with the better weather coming around and the snow being gone, that maybe that they're back to traveling through here. I hope so. I hope to see some new fresh stuff. I'm getting the itch to go into the woods. I think I might. Something I see here. It's just I have shown you guys this on another video. On the top of this sapling, not only is it broken, but it's gone. Really strange. It's not anywhere around on the forest floor or anything, but it's just gone. And we've got this area here. The top of that tree just snapped off about 10, 11 feet up. I just might have to go into the woods here, but this is something that I have showed you guys before. It really looks just like a simple stump. From this angle here, you look at it and it looks just like a stump, but on the back side, it's really interesting. So there's some extra stuff here from last time. This particular branch here wasn't there before. Last time I visited this little something or other, I think we all can agree that is not Mother Nature. Without a doubt, it just seems like a little constructed something or other. And I found it by seeing those breaks across the street. What I often will do is turn around like on a trail. If I see something on one side of a trail, I'll turn and look to the other side, and that's what led me to this. But interestingly, enough that you can't, it looks like nothing from the road. You know, it just looks, nobody would ever notice it. Just that in combination with some of the breaks, some of the sapling breaks over here and stuff, and I just find that interesting. And also I find interesting that something has been added to this. Although I mean, it could have just fallen out of the tree. This seems to just be placed over the top of it. So that's a little different from the last time I saw it. I think I might have to go into the woods, you guys. I kind of got a little itch going. There's a trail right here. I think I'm just gonna jump on this trail, and because I can still, if I go in the woods here, the trail just kind of follows. You know, it kind of goes in and out and into the woods and out. And I've been all hiked all back here, but I just want to give this a little look-see over here and see if anything is different. Maybe just hike up, 10 minutes and then come back out onto the road, because I can check out what I'm missing on my way back and just take the road all the way out. And I want to see if anything has changed through here. I believe they pass across this road in their travels. Sasquatch obviously has to pass across the street, across this little access road. Some older breaks there. I'm really, really curious. I want to go in there, do just a little bit of bushwhacking maybe. What do you think? I'm just curious, even if I just travel 70 yards, 50 yards in, I just want to see what I see. So I will often turn around on the trail I'm on and just look over here opposite for another tree break or sapling break or ravine. And I don't see anything in particular like right off the bat, but let's what do you think? Let's do it really quickly, huh? I just want to go in a little bit here. Just kind of while I can, because the ticks and bugs will be nasty. In another month, it would be crazy to travel through here. Look at that, a break. That's got some age to it. That's a fairly interesting there. That tree's busted off down here. See another tree break right there. And again, we're going to talk about snow load, right guys? Always possible. Alright, I'm going to go a little bit further here. I just want to go another 20 yards right up here, and then I'm going to make a U-turn and head right back out again. Let's see, the path of least resistance. Taking the path of least resistance, I think, is what gets people lost oftentimes. You think you're going in a straight line. Tons of tree bends out here. I just want to go check something out here. Oh, jeez. Big tree break there. Oh wow, okay, so I got this big tree break here, and then there's one right behind it, right there. It's interesting. Oh, shoot. Oh! I'm okay. I'm good. Oh, another huge tree break there. Well, it could be the weather. I just fell down. That's funny. I'm good. No harm, no foul. All right, I'm kind of right in the thick of it here. Like a Dave hit the deck. See, I love doing that. I love going off trail like that, you know. As people aren't coming out in this area and breaking trees, I can guarantee that. But we have to look at Mother Nature doing it, right? Sorry if the camera's all over the place, but I'm all over the place. Okay, that was fun. Wait, where's my trail? Aren't you guys paying attention? Oh boy. Okay. Jeez. All right, I gotta find the trail real quick. I still haven't found the trail, but I know I didn't go far. I think I saw a couple of tree breaks on the way in. The heck is the trail? See how quick that happens, guys? Just like that. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Wow, kind of got myself in a little pickle. Dave's caught up. Holy mackerel. What do I gotta pull out my compass? Come on, man. Come on. For real? Oh, I think I see it. Okay. Nice trip. See you next fall, right? Wow, where was I now? Jeez, I come out way off. Okay. Oh my goodness, I came way out in a different spot. That's how quick that happens. See, I came this way already, and I crossed this main trail over to here, and I went in the woods that way, and I just now came out that way. That is awesome. Okay. So, I am a firm believer of believe what you want to believe. You know, when I spoke about those trees, those huge pines being pulled up out of the ground, you know, that can be my opinion. I can't prove that that's a fella buncher or whatever. I mean, I've seen it try to be proved, because I believe it to be, this tree cutting machine. It doesn't mean that it definitely is. I can't see it. You can't see it. Nobody can see it. You can't really prove it. You can't prove that it isn't Sasquatch walking away with the 65. I know I keep adding 70 feet. I keep adding height to that pine tree in the video, but nobody can prove that it is or that it isn't. And I'm really starting to think it's important to let your opinion be known. I have been really staying away from, oh, I think this is real or that is real. And I always say, oh, my opinion, my opinion. And I think it's important that people speak their mind and let their opinion be known without being ridiculed for it. I think what Bigfoot Tony's doing on his channel, I know I keep bringing up his channel, but I think it's important. He's not jumping on anybody. He's not calling names, or name calling, or he's not shaming anybody, and he's only giving really what kind of his opinion. It's his opinion, and the magic that he works on his computer. I don't agree with every single thing he says. I don't agree with every single thing that every Bigfoot researcher or explorer says, and you don't have to. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of it, of this subject, is you really can have your own stance on things, And it's important, to be a free thinker about things like this, to keep your mind open. Recently ran into someone I had met recently that, and it happens often, that will laugh when I bring up the subject that I explore, the subject of Sasquatch, and just a blatant outright laughed at. And that's something, you better have kind of thick skin a little bit. So if you're out there on, say, YouTube, for instance, on this platform, and you're talking about, well, I believe Sasquatch has this for a diet. I think that they live in caves underground or only up in the mountains. I mean, are they nomadic? They travel in clans. Is there a hierarchy? All these things I think are fantastic to explore and to talk about and to kind of get that out. And I think really nothing's crazy when it comes to this, because look at the subject in itself. It's a crazy subject. People think I'm crazy, and it's not something you just walk up to someone and say, hey, I believe in Bigfoot. What do you think? It's just, you know what I mean? I think it is important to have your own opinion and stick to it. And then if I see a video and then I realize down the road at some point that what I'm looking at is not authentic, then that's fine. Then you can just go ahead and say, I was wrong about that. There's plenty of that going around. I mean, for me anyways, I never gave it a single thought about Sasquatch living in caves or underground. Well, why is that not okay for me to think that, Never gave thought to Sasquatch cloaking, so to speak, right? I am in the camp that I think that their just camouflage is so good that they have the appearance to cloak, but it doesn't mean that they're not. I can have that opinion that I don't believe that they can make themselves invisible or jump from dimension to dimension. Doesn't mean that that's not true. It doesn't mean that that's not possible, but I can have my opinion and still feel like I'm not way out of bounds with some of my opinions and theories. And I think that should just go for everybody. Thinker thunker. If he thinks that is a Sasquatch carrying that 100-foot pine tree ripped out of the ground and carrying it, he has the right to believe that. And he can't prove that it is not a Sasquatch carrying that 110-foot pine tree. And same thing with Bigfoot Tony can't prove that it isn't. But I can have a strong opinion on it, and so can't you as well. And I think that we should, voice those opinions. And I think I want to do a little bit more of that. I think that I'm going to, in the future, really give my opinion. And if I look silly and it's maybe broken down by someone and it's realized that it's a joke, like that the guy playing basketball with Sasquatch, the first 20 seconds of that is someone in a Bigfoot costume walking through the snow and behind a tree, and there's that little clip could have people going, oh geez, look at that's pretty good footage. But if you see the whole entire video, ends up playing basketball with the Sasquatch. So people can be fooled. I can be fooled. You can be fooled into thinking something. So my thoughts on that. So that's all I have to say about that. Well, thank you guys for coming by. Hope you didn't mind some of the rambling. I went on a couple of rants a little bit, but I do appreciate you stopping by and clicking, and I'll definitely see you guys on the next one.